Alrighty, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a third cast for today. We have KG versus AP1 today, and we've had two different casts earlier today. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And today, casting with me is Torp.
Between two pretty solid teams, KG, who don't have their best lineup right now, actually, because Jake is unable to play right now, and Apocalypse 1, who have been doing a pretty good job thus far. Obviously, both these teams made it out of their groups pretty solidly, I might add.
You're not even live. So on like the yeah, I'm sorry, technical difficulties, but
Yeah, I lost the screen share.
yeah, I'm gonna need to see the screen share. Apologies. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we're figuring it out. We still have some time before the match starts. Shoutouts to Mel, our stream host, who's been up through all hours of the night and the night before, and probably the night before, just providing a stable internet connection for us. The work behind the scenes, very important. But in the meantime, I say we take a look at some of these lineups so that we know who we're going to be watching. So Fusion, if you want to read these off.
Alright, so for KG, we have Acme, Luke, GB, Mike, Mura, and Ryu bagging. And for AP1, we have Chills, Insane, Jordan, Smash, and Sky9 bagging. What do you think of both of these teams?
I think it'll be an interesting match. I think there's a good chance that this could come down to the wire. I wouldn't say this is lopsided. You know, it's not a sure win for either side. I think AP definitely have a solid lineup, and they've done well so far. In the bagging department, I think the story will probably be Ryu, or is it Ryu? Ryu. I think he'll probably have the upper hand in making it back, but Sky9, Mr. Sky Ninth, you never know. So shot count could literally be anything. But yeah, we are watching Luke's POV, so I'm expecting to see him in the front a lot, just trying to break away while his team supports him in the back and tries to slow down the pack. I would probably predict Luke to MVP this match because of that. And overall score prediction, do you have an idea right now?
For the match result, I feel like it might be KG by, say, 40. And for my MVP, I probably would say maybe Chills, because like I know that he could, get up there and kind of mix it up in the front. And I think he could possibly, score, I'd say, over 9.
I'm gonna say AP is gonna get a top 4 in the first GP. I love bringing out the hot takes, because you never know. I think AP is gonna get a top 4 at some point in the first GP, and KG is gonna bring it back and win by 34. Just a random number. Yeah, I already said my MVP pick. It is alternating spots now since we're in the bracket stage, which means that it's going to take a little while for the players to file in the right order. But right now there are 5 people in room, so we'll be getting underway with the races shortly.
AP could pull it off. They could probably pull off this upset since EA has able they were able to do that in the group stage earlier. So if AP can grab a big win right here, this would be pretty good for them.
That was, kind of a long time ago, but it does show that KG can be vulnerable sometimes. Maybe that was just an off day for them, like all at the same time. Who knows how it happened, but yeah, they've shown before that they have a weakness somewhere, and if AP can tap into that and make it happen, I could see them winning. It's definitely possible. That's the good thing about the bracket stage. As the competition gets narrowed down more and more, all the matches are getting more intense.
Indeed. And what do you think are going to be the keys for both of these teams, being able to win here?
I think for AP, they're going to have to play really well as a team. I think they're going to have good communication, not have, people falling too far behind or team killing each other. I think for KG, they're going to need to get up to the front as quickly as they can with people like Luke and Mura, who are extremely fast, very good at holding their spots. I feel like we're going to see Mike working all the spots all the time. I think he's going to be one of the most dynamic players out there right now, calling everything for his team and just trying to do as much damage as possible. Shocks are definitely going to be important because that's just how the game is at this point. Teams are so good at using efficient shocks now that a lot of the time the team that uses a good shock will just flat out win the race. So it's going to be very important for them to hold dodges from the beginning of the races without getting hit, and hopefully capitalizing later on.
How many shocks do you think will be pulled, by each team, like each team's bagger? How much do you think?
I think Ryu is very, very good at getting shocks, but I think he's also very smart, very aware of how it works, and I think a lot of the time KG will be in better spots and Ryu will force a shockless race. So I actually don't think there's going to be that many shocks this match, but I think it'll be relatively even. I'd say like 4-4 on shocks, or like 4 or 5 for either team. But I think a lot of the shockless races are going to go in KG's favor.
For the spots that we have in the room, like it is alternating. But what do you think would be like the best track picks when it comes to them having, let's say, top 3, top 2, like running tracks like that? What do you think both teams would have to go through?
Well, I think people like Luke and Murray can pretty much run any track. I think we're going to see DDR, Moonview Highway, Toad's Factory from them. AP, I don't know exactly what tracks they like. I feel like we might see Waluigi Stadium. I know that was something that they have picked in the past, especially when they had people like Camelot playing in scrims. I don't know how much that carries over to the lineup they have now. And isn't Jordan also really good at that track?
I believe so. I haven't really done this.
I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure he would like that a lot. And people in chat helping us out again, saying that AP likes to pick Peach Beach.
Ooh,
I feel like someone told me that before.
Yeah, that's true. I think I've said that once, because it tends to be like a pretty signature AP track, because normally they do pretty well on it. I've played with them before, and as you can see now we have 9 in, and we're just about ready to get into the match. Hold on to your seats, and let's enjoy this one.
All right, so right away we're going to be able to already see we get a sneak peek of the team strategies, as Luke did go Funky Kong, so that gets rid of the chance that they might be trying to pick daisy tracks for Murray to run, because he is insanely good at shortcuts. I was talking to Thomas today, who sometimes plays with Murray, and he says that Murray just does not fail strats, like ever. He's just insanely reliable at them. And right away they're going to go to BCW to try to capitalize on that.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty good having Murray in the front, because I know that he's extremely consistent when it comes to the BCW glitch, and normally he would take it all 3 laps and just have just about a 20-second break with a power item or something just to dodge any blues.
Yeah, it's crazy. Also, since he's super fast, even though he's on Daisy, he's probably going to be able to hold first if that does get picked. But Wario's Gold Mine, the pick starting in the even spots from AP, so that's interesting. It's kind of tough to draft here because of the way the track bends. But they might be able to make it work. Also, that 8th place spot could maybe get a box on the side right away. So we'll see. Yeah, Chill's got the draft. Wow. A little bit of lag. I think the guy in second dropped back somehow. But Murray seems to have held first, actually.
Does get 2 with greens. And he gets Chills with a 3rd green, and he does get pushed into the fib.
Yeah, a lot of people getting taken out right now. It looks like someone was able to shroom up into the first. I don't know who that was. There were a lot of names passing by at the same time. Definitely some carnage early on. And Murray gets taken out, so I think we have AP in some tough spots, but Chills just got bodied at the cut.
Ooh, and a bomb takes out both Mike and Murray.
That could be a top 3 for AP. This could be a really good start for them. Luke with triple greens isn't going to be able to really get close enough to hit them, but Insane gets back spammed and then comboed off the track. So that must be... Is that Acme in first?
Must be.
It could be. Because I think AP was 2-3, and then they got the back bomb, and now Luke is in a power position. He's definitely capable of doing a lot of work right now. This is an arsenal of items. And Smash is going to try to take out the greens one by one, but he's not going to be able to make too much progress.
Blue does come out and does get Acme.
Yeah, it's handy. Oh, he waited on the boost panel and kind of got Luke caught up in it, and now this green is scary, so he gets rid of it. TC coming out from Chills, that's super unfortunate. He doesn't have enough time to catch him, and he's going to lose his presence up in the front.
Ooh. Acme takes Fib right into the face, which leaves Luke as the only KG member up there. And
KG does not have shock. I just noticed Ryu respawned. So I don't know if Luke's actually going to be able to catch Smash no matter where he uses this. AP might have shock. They might call a late one, but they're going to have to wait for Luke to get out of his Mega first. Although we do see their bagger also sitting at the
Ooh,
boxes.
last second
Oh,
shot
wow, they
for
got
Luke to
it.
dodge.
They must have just gotten it right there. And let's see, there's one player making their way up into second. I don't know who that was, but I'd suspect it's probably a KG top 2. That could have been like Mike in the back holding a star and getting up there. So yeah, we saw what looked like it was going to be a decent race for AP kind of turned around there. Definitely took a downhill turn.
Yeah, that last second shot just killed their first, and Luke was able to dodge last second pass him. And the crucial thing about this was that, with that back bomb, they pretty much had like a little break, but Insane got clipped by Acme's backspam, and then I think Smash kind of failed on the trick panel, so that way he ended up getting taken out as well. So top 2, 4-5 for KG, pretty good start so far.
That's a big race at the start. Especially considering AP got the blue as well, and a lot of times on that track, one guy just kind of breaks away and everyone else kind of does their thing and hopes to get good spots at the end, but they didn't even have that luxury that time, and it still worked out. So with the starting spots they have, there's a good chance they'll be able to capitalize on this, and it's up to AP now to really do their best to cancel the momentum, and the track is going to decide how that plays out a lot here.
So TF is getting picked for their top 2, 4, 5. I think that first can just get drafted by 4th, and second can be drafted by 5th while they take the item.
Yeah, that should be the strat. It will get them into, good running spots and also kind of deprive the AP players of items early on. They're going to have to drop pretty far back if they want to get some power items and stuff.
And getting up to the front is pretty important too, because like KG is really hard to shake off in the front. They're pretty consistent at keeping those top spots.
Definitely a good attribute of KG. Very solid players individually. Like we saw at that time, Acme had a couple players behind him, and you're still able to fend them off with back spams and create a lead for himself. And that's really important on a lot of the running tracks, which we're probably going to see from KG. And they do get their track pick this time.
TF is going to be a very big tracker because I know that Luke is pretty quick, and he does have the world record on this track too, so he's going to showcase his skills here.
Oh, but Jordan somehow gets the draft. Was he in third? He must have swerved over and drafted up, so that's a good play by him. That's hard to do because you have to like align to the right to follow the guy in first, and then you have to change your line again.
Mega coming in, trying to squish Chills, and he does pull Triple Res right after. Mike is taken out by a banana, and Chills gets redded off, like, to the side. Murray slips on a Nana, and there's another Nana right there. And so far, I think it's like a little mix between two teams for top spots.
Schlagging is definitely not Luke's specialty, but it's good to see him trying it out anyway. He
does take out Smash, Jordan got blued, and Mike slips on Acme's Nana. Which in turn
it's a top 4, and he gets triple greens here. This could be lethal.
Ooh, gets one with a backspin and a bomb.
Quick draw, big bomb from Murray. They hit 1 or 2 of their players. Insane's really their only hope now. Since it's a sitting track, there's no guarantee of either team getting shock here. Like I said, Ryu might force a shockless race, and another back bomb is just so unfortunate for AP. The pack's spreading out a lot, but someone failed the shroom list. Was that Mike? Yeah. Maybe he got a side trick, I don't know. Still a huge top 2 break with Murray in third, keeping AP back. There's no chance for anyone to golden up. Their best bet of winning this race is someone pulling Bill in 8th, and then they just dodge him near the end. But that's very unlikely to happen.
It does look to me that no one has shock yet, as I think it's Rio the Baby Lou just got hit.
Yeah, I think he just got starred, which means neither of them have it.
When a POW and a blue.
Luke did not handle that POW very well. He should have slowed down a little bit beforehand, and Jordan's able to sneak up, but he hits the banana, trying to go too fast. Akmeef is going to hold first yet again. And shockless race, KG top 3.
Top 4?
Potentially a top 4. Big opportunity, honestly, for Jordan there. Kind of thrown away by going tight. It's definitely understandable, though, as you're trying to make a play to get up in the pack. You wouldn't think to go wide there, but I think that banana was there from the previous lap. It's definitely easy to forget about things like that, but he definitely could have had second.
Yeah, as the chat noticed that there are some drop frames going on Luke's stream, so we
I thought that was on our end.
We may have to switch to Mike's POV if we have to, in case this frame drop gets too unbearable to watch.
Already on pace for a blowout right now.
Yeah, top 4.
My MVP prediction is looking a lot better than yours at the moment.
Oh, yeah, it is.
You hate to see it, especially if you're an AP fan. Still a lot of time though. It's doable, but it's gonna be rough. A huge mountain to climb for Apocalypse.
So top four, they're probably just gonna go with BC Wigan. Yes, they are. Just gonna try to get Murrah up there as quick as possible. And with consistent, consistent runners basically brings consistency in spots. So as long as they can just keep those spots on BC Wii. Oh, we do see a Luigi Circuit pick though, so it's going to be a little bit of a reset in terms of spots since Luigi Circuit is not known for really being a running track, and it's
Yeah.
more for just bagging for items and then dodging shock.
After 12 years, it's pretty obvious that this track is almost unrunnable. Also, shoutouts, by the way, Mario Kart Wii, 12 years old as of, what, today?
Yeah,
Or yesterday? Whatever day it is, I don't know. I think it's different depending on what country you live in. Shoutouts to 12 years of Mario Kart, still going strong. As we see one AP member getting a golden early on and being able to finally get up into first.
Ooh, good backs from Luke.
I think this is the first time AP's been in first all war, so that's a good start. Now they gotta start building on it with their other spots, and a TC is not a good way to do it.
Yeah, chills with the TC, not looking pretty.
Being in 5-6 like they are now is either very good or very bad, depending on the items they pull. Like triple shrooms there, like Jordan might have, that could be really good to get up there.
Ryu isn't a bill, so there's a chance that AP might have track. There is a blue also coming out. I don't know if they're gonna, if they have it, they're gonna cancel. Ooh,
Oh,
big
huge
pull.
item for Luke. And another TC in the pack. And I don't know how he got comboed from that spot.
Ooh, he does get redded.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. He definitely had first in the bag. He might still be able to get second, though. We did see one player take cut in front of him. I think it's a pretty mixed race. I don't know exactly who took cut. It might have been 1-3 for AP.
Yeah, it may have been 1-3 because I didn't see Smash get taken out of his first.
Right, oh no, it was Acme who got first, and
oh, Acme's nice.
Acme and Luke doing great in the in-divs department right now. Really no signs of life for AP. That was another shockless race I'd like to point out. My prediction about the shockless race is holding up well as of right now, and that's very unfortunate for AP because they weren't able to win when they had the mixed spots on the running track. They weren't able to win when they had bottom spots on the running track, and then when they picked the luck track, and it still didn't work out for them. So very, very large gap in the scores. Such a big gap. I don't even know if that's correct. Is that correct?
Correct.
Oh no, that's very rough.
Yeah, down 69 in 3 races is not a good look.
And I'd like to point out we will be switching to Mike's POV after this race, just because Luke's dropping some frames and we don't want to have any more technical difficulties happen. So for those people who wanted to see Mike's gameplay, you guys are in for a treat. And Raceway comes out. It looks like they're sticking with the luck tracks. You gotta do what you gotta do at this point. We should see a standard, 2 people run, 2 people bag here. Most teams have adopted that strategy. Another TC for AP, they just keep pulling them.
RMR is just, I say it's like, about like 10% skill, most of it, and then just 90% just dodging, because this track, realistically, you can, if you have a star, that's basically the best item you can pull on this track, because you could just really go through all the grass and all the sand just to get up there.
Yeah, honestly, not much on this track matters. It's only like, this track only really matters in extremes. Like, if you can get really far ahead or if you fall really far behind, then that might have an impact on how the race ends, but other than that, really nothing matters. Like, that Schlag play smash made on Luke with the banana was pretty cool, and it would have been very, productive on most tracks, but right now it does not matter at all, especially with him pulling this golden, because this track has a couple broken golden strats.
We do see a Bill in 8th as well, so, but it looks to me that, I think that was Sky9 getting back just far enough to beat out Ryu, so far he's winning the bagging battle. Bill is now, not in play, so the beggars might pull a Bill here. Ooh,
and a bomb just came out from somewhere. It sounded like it was thrown. I heard the sound effect for it there.
Ooh,
And
close
same with the
backs.
sneaky green. He used Luke's banana as like an extra obstacle on that turn to try to get him with the back spam.
Murat, that's me coming up.
Right.
With your first. I'm gonna star. Let me know if you get it.
I spam.
I call golden.
Yep.
Got
Don't
booted.
spam. Don't spam.
Ah,
And he gets target shot though into the grass. He's gonna lose him a lot of time, but Mike does dodge.
Mike dodged in a star. I don't know whose that was. It might have been Mike Indiv calling it, not knowing that Luke was outside the pipe. I think if you're Luke there, you got to go through the middle. It's too much of a risk of a last-second shock happening, especially because there wasn't one up till that point. I feel
Yeah.
like he should have, definitely gone through the middle there. Unless there was some threat that I couldn't see, because we did start dropping frames a lot right at that point.
Indeed. If it was a KG shock, then Mike just got killed Luke there because even so, Luke should have gone through the middle in case there was that last second shock because that loses you a lot of time.
Or even like a POW or something.
Top 2, 6-7 for KG right now, which was pretty good, but they could have had better had there not been a shock, or at least it came a little later.
Acme's going huge right now. Alright, so we are going to be switching POVs once we get that set up. We're going to be hopping over to Mike.
Yeah,
Alright.
no, but
We were able to successfully change the POV eventually. And now we will see Mike's gameplay, and the first thing we see is him burning out. Good things to come for sure in this POV. I think we're going to see a lot of schlagging, a lot of interesting snipe attempts, probably a lot more items being used, and he got the bill, so never mind.
Well, that does mean that both baggers have a pretty good chance of getting shock in both 9 and 10, so...
I'd say Ryu has a better chance at getting it because he has that intel that the bill's in play right now, so he can spam as many boxes as he wants and take the shortcuts to go back.
So far, Mac just running with this bill is going to be pretty crucial later on in the race because if he can run this up there to a pretty high spot, he's looking pretty set to get first.
Yeah, and Luke is up there somewhere. He must have, he probably stayed up there right from the beginning of the race, I'd imagine, because he's obviously very fast on this track. Another track that he has world record on, might be worth pointing out. It's very, very threatening going up against a player like that. Looks like Jordan dropping back, maybe for a dodge, maybe for Shrooms to take Ultra, I'm not sure. But that means that Mike's going to keep, climbing higher and higher with this build, which means that from here it will take him all the way up to first.
Let's get a little draft, which was at an awkward angle, and there it is!
They did call it first set. I think someone dodged in a star, unless that was them calling out the other team in a star and predicting it, I'm not sure. Either way, Mike is going to be gone this race with Luke in second. So this is a secure top 2 for KG right now.
Yeah,
and on the
good
map
pull.
we see Mura in 4th.
If it was a KG shot, good from Ryu since Bill was in play and he was able to have an easier time getting the shock.
I think that means we've still yet to see a shock from AP, which is
Ooh, is that another top 4 for KG?
No way.
Acme and Mura just took cut.
Oh no, that's very unfortunate. You hate to see that.
So KG right now just showing out against AP, just destroying them in the first 5 races right now. And it looks to me that this is the match that I was hoping wouldn't happen, a one-sided beatdown, but we're seeing it unfold. And yeah, yet another top 4 for KG, man.
Yeah, and Ryu did still get 9th after. Oh, sorry. He still got 9th after pulling shock there, so there's really nothing going for AP right now. Regardless of the track that they pick, and they still have 0 shocks, looking at almost the halfway point through the war, and it's a tough scene.
In the chat right now, it says that the shock count is currently 5-0 in favor of Ryu, so far no shocks for AP, not much really for them to build upon, so they're gonna have to really settle into one big race right now, so that way they could throw that momentum downward from KG.
This is already getting pretty desperate for them. They need pretty much big races every time because that's what KG's had throughout the first half of the war. And let's see if they can start it up on Peach Gardens. Do you think that they'll resort to all runs since going backwards is not helping them much anyway?
I feel like it's like a little too early to do that, but then again, they are down by 107 already, so I feel like if they want to kind of come back, they should, try it, but they're just gonna have to going back.
Yeah, it seems like they're gonna stick to it right now. I don't think Sky9's the type of person to give up bagging this early.
And
And
golden for
already,
Mike.
KG's top 3. Mike burned out, but it really did not matter.
Is Peach
He's right
Garden.
back where he started.
Being in the back on Peach Gardens at the start is normally pretty good, so you can pull shrooms just to, break away in first.
This track can be runnable, after a while if AP doesn't have shrooms near the front and if they don't dodge up, at the ends. So that's definitely what they're looking to do. Ryu is yet again winning the bagging battle, so this is not looking good for AP at all. Their best hope is to have someone in the middle of the pack pull a really lucky item and maybe catch up to the front. So we'll see if that happens, but barely anyone's taking cut.
Well, another POW. This time Mike hop dodges it, no effect on him, but it might have affected some of the middle spots since that sketchy turn right there.
That seemed like a POW that was just being wasted. I don't really think that was, held for a long time or planned or anything. I think they were just using it to get rid of it. It almost screwed him over though, because the little bounces made him shake, and he almost wasn't able to hop through the flowers. But it's still working out for him so far. And it looks like their team is top 3, so assuming Ryu has the shock, this is going to be another very one-sided race in favor of KG. And they took cut in 2-3. It just keeps getting worse and worse. And I do kind of wish we had loose POV for this race because that's where all the action's happening, but their top 3 is just gone. I don't know how it got to this point. And Mike drafting his teammate yet again.
This top 3 is going to be sealed. And it looks to me that... Oh, there's a shock. I think that dodged Luke all the way in the back. But yeah, top 3.
It might have gotten him into boxes. I don't think I saw any head not spin on the map. He probably just chained into boxes and got like shrooms or something. So I'd imagine he ended up in like 6th or 7th.
Rio right now having a really good time with the Fox.
He's having a field day back there.
6-0 count right now. And the fact is that he is running like around the 9th. Make sure he secures that bagging point as well.
I'd imagine that race was mostly decided by the first set. It just looked hopeless for them after that point. Maybe their strategy was off or they just weren't able to secure any boxes because, it should never happen where one team is top 3 on the second turn. That's just... It's very strange. It could have just been bad luck, though. You never know. Definitely not AP's day right now. KG is very good at that, having a good game plan at the very start and just establishing their spots and using that to get a good race right off the bat. That's definitely happened to many teams before AP.
They're pretty much ahead by quite a lot. It's only been 6 races from what I believe, so KG's taking a commanding lead. I don't think that they're going to lose this lead at all because it is a very, very huge deficit to come back from.
And a lot of the running tracks are slowly getting knocked off the board. So even if AP does start to get good spots in these races, it'll be hard for them to pick tracks that they can capitalize on those. So the question is, how long will it take before Sky9 cracks and starts going forwards? As we see the Funky Kong continue to go backwards on the map every race, and Shock still comes out for KG somehow.
Good slowing from Jordan. And Sky9 does take a pretty big lead on Ryu so far.
Right, it looked like he pulled some kind of shrooms from the first box because he went through the water. So AP in 1-3, this is definitely something that they could hold with Mike getting back spammed. This could be really tough though if Luke and Mura are holding dodges, or maybe one of them has a golden, but I could see one of them having a star at least, and that's not a good look for AP. I think the first set is just something that KG is so good at, figuring out.
Oh, there it is,
And
another
a triple
shock.
star dodge.
Ryu.
A triple star dodge.
Yet another
7-0
shock for
on the
Ryu.
shocks, and
Jeez.
they're wreaking havoc on the straightaway. A shock red on Jordan right there. Mike with the triple shrooms, and they're just going to continue to break away.
Looks like
the
Mike's
shroom
gonna
first
claim this
now.
first.
They're pretty much as safe as they could be right now in top 3. And
Unbelievable stuff from Ryu.
I don't know how it keeps happening. I just don't.
7-0 count for the shocks too.
KG should be saving some of this luck for the later rounds if they want to go on to win the whole thing.
Indeed. Man, what a start. It's just, you know, big race after big race. Not much for AP to do to answer back. They're just getting hammered right now, unfortunately. You get another top
Honestly,
3.
yeah, I don't. What do you do about that? They just needed a back bomb or a stop mega or something.
There's not much you could really do.
This is kind of depressing for everyone involved, honestly. Mike's not happy because he's not on 45. Luke wants to go time trial again. So they continue to pick Bowser's Castle. They're probably not forfeiting their strategy. If they're still tryharding this GP, then that's just it'll just be a complete beatdown.
But it's rather like, you know, all due respect, because, you know, it's better to at least, you know, keep this going rather than just go, you know, maybe funny combos, you know, because that would be a little disrespectful. So they're gonna have to, you know, keep up what they're doing right now, and, you know, they just gotta do what they got to do. It's just meant to be.
It's nearly impossible for AP to win at this point. And I don't imagine that they are high-spirited at the moment.
Right now, Mike gets taken out with a red. Sends him all the way from first all the way to 8th.
So hopefully for AP, Insane is holding some kind of dodge that could come in handy later on, because so far they've been not doing a very good job at holding their dodges throughout the race. A lot of times something goes wrong for them.
Oh, and Mike makes glitch.
Bombed, still makes it, and Mura definitely made it as well, so they're kind of gone in top 2.
That does look pretty close though, so it's not necessarily gone yet, but I know Murray's probably gonna take it again.
Yeah. And Luke in 3rd, who knows how he got there, but he's going to be holding it down, and they're going to put traps all over the place. That first bridge is a really good place to put blind items on the boost panel, and as long as your whole team knows where they are, then you can avoid them no matter what spots you're in.
One blue is coming out for Murray, but he must have shrooms, surely. No, he doesn't, and he does land on the boost pad, but he is gonna go for glitch yet again.
Yeah, Mike has no reason to go for it again. He's just gonna
Doesn't
leave
even
Mura
have the
alone.
shrooms.
And did Mura fail glitch? It looks like
Oh.
he did. A rare miss. I was just talking earlier about how he never misses anything, and that's the first time I've seen him fail glitch in a long time. But I think, is Luke still behind Mike? I wouldn't be surprised if he's still there.
He is behind him.
Yeah, so still really good spots from KG. It looks like Ryu is actually chasing after Sky9 right now, or there could be some mind games going on. I don't know who has shock.
I
Now
think
Sky9 chasing Ryu.
I think Ryu might have it.
I've only seen one match in my life where one bagger pulled 0 shocks, and I was a part of that match, and I would hate to see that happen again. It might just be the reality of the situation, though.
I believe Ryu has oh, there's another blue. And he does get Jordan with him.
You got Jordan in it. And it looks like Mura got back up there despite failing. Honestly, 2 out of 3 glitches is still better than not going for it at all.
Insane does shoot him up.
Gets up there eventually, but big race for
Yep.
like another
Yeah, another
shot
shot.
race, another KG winning race, and
Ryu was the one who got that shot
yeah,
too.
he did. He got it and just held. For those of you keeping score at home, that's 8-0 in favor of the baby Luigi.
That baby Luigi has some luck on it then.
Right.
That's incredible. That's an 8-0 shot count right now.
KG just all over the place. The team that lost to EA somehow. And that match wasn't that close either. It wasn't like, you know, maybe it was a fluky win, but it wasn't down to the wire and things just fell apart for them. Like, they were consistently behind that whole match, and right now they're popping off race after race.
The lead is now 186. Oh boy.
Yeah, I hate to point this out, but KG's score is just over double the AP score after 2 GPs. And they're staying in the room, though. They're going to play it out. Who knows how hard they're going to try, how much they're going to care. But it'll happen. There's still the opportunity for penalties. And Mura with a killer message in the Weemfi room. Sorry, not sorry.
Oh wow, being ruthless.
Oh, that one hurt. That one hurt all the fans. Not much to comment on. I don't think there's any way we could salvage this moment in time.
Yeah, they're
I think
way
we're
too
just
far
gonna have
ahead.
to suffer for 4 more races. And then maybe forget that this ever happened.
The only way, realistically, that they could somehow win is if they were the top 5 4 times in a row. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh,
no.
the disrespect! Oh no, he's not gonna do it.
He's not gonna do it.
He's a bigger man. He's a bigger man. He's not gonna do it. I was about to say. If he disrespected him there, oh dear, that would have been bad. But you know, Mike's a bigger man. He knows that he's being watched, and he's not gonna disrespect him like that.
I am interested to see how many people actually followed suit with Mike, or if, you know, they did go super blooper, because we've seen people do it before. Murray's definitely done it before. Yeah, nothing to say.
And Shy Guy Beach gets picked. I suppose AP is just, you know, just trying to cut the deficit down as much as they could.
Oh, we do see
picking,
all actual vehicles, though. So, no disrespect here. They're definitely playing for pride right now. And there's no pride in beating a team with super bloopers, so at least they have that chance. Jordan with the draft up, and the wheelie bump on Mura. It's all turning around. The momentum is starting as Sky 9 shrooms up as well. The comeback amounting already. Uh-oh.
Ooh, gets nailed right in the face with a fib.
And he was able to block the red. Yeah, AP have given up on getting the shock. They're just going to let Ryu have it in 10th place.
That was pretty close on Insane. Insane's going to shroom away from Luke, who's trying to pass him to TC.
Are AP top 5? That is the question. Oh no, Smash is back there. But a lot of top spots for them right now.
Ooh, a shock again. Adding to the shock counter. And triple shrooms.
And then red 3. Just amazing items. It's just easy money there for KG. Using 2 shrooms on the last turn, but honestly, it does not matter what he does.
First, I think he's actually gonna get first out of this too, since he has that shroom.
Yeah, he's just gonna
shroom right here.
Just gonna take off here.
And the POW is gonna clear all the crabs, so he doesn't have to worry about getting hit by those. But there is gonna be a bomb right here. Imagine if he just ran into that. Chills is up there, but he's not able to take off first. And now AP, unfortunately, is mathematically out of it, so there's no possible way for him to come back from this deficit.
Yeah, you almost never see it get to that point this early on. It wasn't a horrible race for AP, better than the vast majority of the ones that have happened so far, but with no penalties, unfortunately, like you said, they cannot win anymore.
Yeah, it's just, like, I don't think they're gonna rack up like about maybe 20 pens. Well, we can confirm that they are gonna move on to play WZ in the next rounds, and all we can really say, but there are going to be more interesting matches coming up after this one, like you know, further in the future. Tomorrow, I believe that MW does play MV. I don't know for sure if we're going to cast it. If we do get requested to cast it, then we may be able to do that.
I think that will mostly round out the round of 16 matches that we have.
And keep in mind, this isn't even KG's starting lineup. Who knows how it would be, you know, if they had different players playing. But I'm definitely interested to see KG keep bringing the fire next week against Volleyblogs, which is a team that has also been doing really well so far. I don't know what Mike is doing. He kind of just hit the wall and then hit the wall again.
He's just messing around.
Yeah, they're freestyling, honestly. And a Mega in 5th. What is happening?
He's just hitting walls.
What is happening?
I think he's already celebrating.
He's gonna hit as many people as he can with this Mega. You already know. Who's that red going for? I don't have a clue.
It's not targeting anybody. It's just gonna go through.
Wow, everyone's swerving regardless of the spots.
And there's Pow versus Mega, and there's a dodge, of course.
And the double dodge, Acme had the bill the whole time. Smash luckily didn't get blued because, you know, the dodgers passed him, but it's another wrap of a race already. That was the first of potentially more shocks for KG. Did Murrah get that one actually?
I think Murrah might have gotten that one,
He
yeah.
might have gotten it, or maybe he just got screwed over by it. Because Ryu is with the pack now, but they are still holding down bottom 2.
Murrah is catching up though. But he's just gonna be holding this blue. It looks like our MVP predictions are just like kind of going out the window.
I mean, King Acme right now is showing why he's the king. A huge GP1, and all of them are scoring points, so I don't know if that's going to change at all. I haven't even been keeping track of the indies because it's just been KG, and then the rest of the
And
players.
there's another shock, finally, though. That's right. I think that might have been another KG shock, as Ryu did dodge. But Smash did dodge as well. I don't know for sure. Ooh, he doesn't get the pass off, and it hits his teammate instead.
He was unable to pass it. And Ryu makes his way all the way up to the front.
Well, we see a Baby Luigi getting first. Ooh, he
And
does
the
get Jordan,
triple
and he's
green-
off!
Wheelie's off. He got a slip dip off the track. He went too hard on the turn with the greens, and he paid the price.
He nearly got started off.
Smash with Bill. Insane is back here training his star. He's actually going to be able to make his way up through the pack. Not much to say right now. They're just
Oh, I knew he would do it. I knew he would do it.
a huge play right there. Chills trying desperately to get not last. Mike
I
might
believe
spam
that's
the third
another
shot.
KG top 3 as well. And the Baby Luigi got first.
Can Mike pass Chills?
No, he
Very
won't.
close, but Chills holds out for 9th place. The small victories. A top
Baby
3 for
Luigi got
KG with
first.
Ryu running with Baby Luigi. He could MVP this GP.
He's on 23. You can see.
Shattering the tier list.
Man, that was quite an explosive, basically just an explosive match for KG. They just took AP apart.
I've almost
Very,
never
very quickly.
seen something like this. Especially not a match that everyone expected to be really close, you know?
Yeah, we
guess
all thought that it could be like, you know, it could be pretty competitive, but so far KG has won every single race, which is pretty rare to see in a match because normally they're like the other team would at least have, you know, maybe 3 or 4 winning races.
Yeah,
If it's gonna
right.
be this dominant of a win.
You know, usually every war has like 1 or 2 races where like one team gets super lucky and then they play well and everything just goes right for them, but it seems to just, yeah, it's happening over and over again for KG. But I'm not trying to take credit away from them, obviously. You know, they're a really, really good team and they definitely, they probably played well enough to deserve the win, but it's definitely getting clouded by the items that are happening right now.
I was just holding on to the star, just driving along with it. And right now, I see Ryu sitting in the back. It doesn't look like he's trying to go for that MVP of the GP. He's gonna keep on running.
Unfortunate. I'd expect there to be two shocks on this track probably. And you know, this war is starting to feel really, really long, which is not something that I usually feel for wars.
We did start this at like 5, but we did have to wait a while since you know they were
Yeah,
still
that's true.
figuring out. And there it is
There's
yet
shot
again.
Number 1 of who knows how many. And AP were top 3. Is he gonna drop the bomb there? I think
That's
it's better.
shock number. I think that's number 11 for Ryu.
What's he gonna do with the bomb? The world is waiting to know.
Okay, Luke is right behind him. Will he throw it off the tree and snipe 3-4?
I thought he was gonna throw it off the sign. He's got a lot of options right now. Let's see.
Oh, according to our data, that is 12 shots for KG.
Can he hop dodge this? He does.
Oh, good hot dodge.
Holding on to the bomb. Definitely.
Oh, and he's getting blued though, so there goes
unable
his
to make use
first.
of it, unfortunately.
And he's getting comboed right in the face. I think I saw AP going
I think AP
like in
took
that
that
mega. Did they actually wait? No, I don't know. I think
feel
AP
like
only got
took that race,
first.
but one of them did drop back there to contest Ryu at the boxes. It looks like so. Mostly mixed spots, but I feel like AP got. Yeah, 1-3.
They got 1-3.
A winning race.
Finally, a
for
winning race for AP. Finally.
Congratulations. Even without the shock going in their favor, they still pulled off a miracle upset on Desert Hills. And as we move into race 12, the gap is shrinking.
Yeah, that's a plus 13 race for AP. Finally, they won one.
And we're going to be going to Moonview Highway for the very last race. And at 3 laps, we can all go carry on with our days.
Moonview Highway. Last track of the day. So yeah, it's basically it's already been wrapped up by race 7. So
What are your
After-
takeaways from this match? You know,
well, KG just dominant throughout. They had basically all the shocks. They were able to keep the top spots most of the time, and when they had any sort of trouble, they were able to kind of adapt a little bit. But most of the time, they were just in the front. There was not really much adjustments for them to really, do.
yeah, we just learned how good shock is when you can, expect to get it every time and your players are ready for it.
Yeah, and this is like just a shutout. Looks like they're all just
Smash
gonna
looking
go
for
tee off on
shock.
Mike.
Dropping back, potentially to secure AP's first shock, but Ryu also gets back there. He did get a box in last. There's a chance he has it. There could be a sign of hope for AP in the shot count.
Ooh. Insane just got clobbered. And both Acme and Chills go down. Murray's gone in first, with Luke right
Yeah,
behind him.
Luke's
And
like
Luke
the-
does have world
I
record on
think
this track
Luke
as
just
well.
hit the green car there, or the yellow. I forget what color it is.
It was yellow.
Yellow. I still don't know.
But yeah, let's see. Mike just pulls red. Just gonna chuck it. Does break. And here,
Somebody in
Mega.
there could be a shock soon.
Jordan
Depending on
does
who's in
get.
that Mega, we will know.
He got railed by a truck. And someone building up. That is Sky
Over
9.
Sky 9, so unfortunately AP was not able to secure a single shock for the entirety of the war.
Unbelievable.
Oh my days.
This is
And
the
that'll
first
be-
time.
That'll be in all of the reply posts on this thread, I'm sure.
Oh,
they
and
called
there it
Shock to
is.
get Mike on
Another
the
shot
last
for
boost
Ryu.
panel.
Right on the boost pad, which is a
Called
pretty
it
good
on the
spot.
boost panel.
But he's not going to beat him out. But yeah, that was just an unbelievable performance from KG, showing that even with the upset loss to EA, they know for a fact that it was just a fluke to them, and they were able to prove that, they're still strong, they're still able to cement their status as one of the favorites to win this.
Right. Mario Kart works in strange ways sometimes.
And this
Who
isn't
knows?
even their this is not even their best lineup either, so imagine the damage that could have been done had there been everybody available.
Right.
But yeah, with that done, that wraps up our 3 casts for today. We had it was pretty much like, not much for us to really say here, since it was pretty much unfolding right in front of everybody. That
Right.
KG was just dominant from start to finish.
It's definitely not what we came here to see.
Yeah, we did want to be a little more competitive, so that way it could be a little more appealing, but they have to do what they have to do and then take care of business. So, and thanks for everybody for tuning in. I'm sorry that it wasn't really extremely competitive, but you know, we have to get our cast out there. And thanks for watching. This is Fusion.
This is Torp. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Stay tuned tomorrow and the next week, and hopefully the weeks after that for more Mario Kart Professional Series content as we get further on in the bracket. We'll see you guys later, and hope everyone has a good day.
See ya.